Hey, honey. So today we have your next blessing. I just really wanted to get into what your next big blessing will be. We're going to chop up to see what area of your life will be affected by this next big blessing. This is pile one. This is pile two. I think these are the same things I got as the thumbnail. I tried to remember and put it together the same way. So we have a few cards for both decks, and we're gonna get straight into pile one. So the first thing I see from, let me move my chair up because I feel so drawn back. Okay, so for the first thing, I always have the cards super whatever. So the first thing I see for your next big blessing is you're going to be overcoming cycles. This is the world card in this oracle deck, and you're going to become more pure, like a more pure version of yourself. The things that do not serve you, you have come to a realization of that. Your next big blessing will come once you have realized this cycle is done and completed. Once you feel like there's no turning back, things no longer work for you as you wanted them to or as they were working for you in the past. Things that I'm so tired of hearing and saying the same type of words, like things don't serve you. Literally, the things that aren't adding to your progression in life, they're getting left behind. The way that that will help you is because every time we have a new manifestation or a new blessing, don't we need to make space for the new? So that's how this blessing, that's the first thing I got for your next big blessing when I look at the universe card. That's the world card, like I said. So then we have fulfillment of wishes. So your next big blessing will be something that you've been working on manifesting, working on doing, working on overcoming, working on, I don't want to say being, yeah, maybe being, and something that really and truly adds to the person that you are and adds to the person that you want it to become, as in, like, you know what that means: elevation, status, different habits, different people that you want it to be around, different career field, different love partner, different things like that. You're getting that within this next big blessing coming your way. I love to see that. I hope y'all don't see. Yeah, y'all do. Let's see. Let me move this all the way out the way. But yeah, that's the next big blessing for you. I love that. Oh gosh, these insects. So some of you, your next big blessing will kind of be something that you ended up doing as a mistake ends up being a blessing for you. I don't know, like me spilling that incense just made me think of that. So that's good. That's cool too, because everything isn't going to always be as planned. So the first card I have from the Angel Wisdom deck is the Five of Swords. It says, an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity and who have questionable motives. So you're leaving behind in this cycle people who have questionable motives. For some of y'all, I'm getting it was your boyfriend that had questionable motives, that you need to leave them behind, and you realize that you ended the relationship or you're thinking about it and this is a confirmation to do so. You're gonna be attracting much better people that bring you a whole lot of success. Is going to lead you to a brand new beginning. I'm kind of just trying to place these cards a certain way. Then I'll get further into the story. More peace is going to be a part of this blessing, and just forward movement and momentum is definitely going to be a part of what blesses you next. You're not going to even realize how fast this is happening until you realize what um what things need to be left behind for you. So your next big blessing, in my opinion, is just moving forward from a lot of people that have been holding you back, have been hindering you, who had questionable motives, who had questionable personality traits, did little sneaky weird things behind your back in front of you. You were very naive to them, and now they're enlightened in the fact that you're just a free spirit. You're not necessarily naive. Your peace of mind will come. Some of you already have cars and you like to take drives and listen to music. That's going to be a huge indicator on you picking the right pile, but also you come into this realization, because you being by yourself with your own music, with your own energy, is going to help you tap into parts of yourself and information as well as thought patterns that you haven't been able to do so with, and realize like, yo, like this one treats me like this person treats me like that, this person moves like this person moves like that. And it's going to show you in a real way that certain people literally just been putting on this mask with you for so long that that they started believing the fake person that they are, and you never got the chance to see them without this mask, without being this weird fake ass person, like, these are from the Cleo deck. I just wanted to get further into how this well, how this blessing will come about. So this blessing, your next blessing will come after you start helping people more and enlightening people on their path. There's something that you all do in your day-to-day life that helps a lot of people, or you've been thinking about doing something that helps a lot of people. And your next big blessing will come as you continue doing that and as you continue being more consistent with it. Your next big blessing will change how you view what is I don't know if this sentence will make sense, but what is of peace in your life? Like what was sent by God? What things add to your life in a serene type of way, not from lust, not from just shallow things, shallowness, not from materialism. Genuine things that resonate with your soul will be um will be the the way that your mindset changes during this next blessing. This next blessing will allow you to, in the future, move on from people much faster, because your sense of, what's the word I can say? Your sense of, I guess, your sense of self is going to increase. Your awareness is going to increase. You are definitely looking at things in a more concrete, realistic way versus emotionally and, sorry to say, but immaturely. You understand? In a sense of things just have to make sense for you. Like dollars make sense. It is the little slogan that just popped up in my head according to this. Your personality will change going not going, but in within this next blessing, by you being more assertive with people, you're gonna speak how you feel. You're gonna find ways to do it in a very, I don't want to say monotone, but just you're not gonna feel the need to like turn up to get people to hear you out. You're gonna say what you need to say and fully just move on to the next thing, on to the next hobby, on to the next task, whatever it is that you need to, after you say what you need to say. And to be honest, that is the best way to get things through to people. Because once you give them leeway or time to ask questions or for them to say why, they then feel like now you're looking for that. When you're not. I don't even get that you're looking for that power ones. Your environment will drastically change from this next blessing because of the people that you're removing. It will drastically change your mindset. Some of you have been having a hard time going to sleep at night. And in my journey of life, anytime I've had a hard time going to sleep at night, it was because something in my day to day awake life made me feel uneasy. And I knew that it was making me feel uneasy, but I was doing absolutely nothing about it. And you knowing this is going to change your environment now. Now you're like taking the gloves off in a way. So then we have the Two of Wands. You're planning things that'll make you be more stable in your material world. And material world can be health as well as um physical aspects in your world. You are also you're filling out the people that are coming into your life more too. The next blessing that's coming into your life is you knowing how to utilize your intuition more, you knowing how to fill people out who come into your life, who have conversation with you, see what exactly it is that they want. You're vetting people much better. That's going to be a blessing because it's going to allow you to have a much better choice of the partners, of the people, of the associates, friends, network. Some of you run businesses and things are not going to be as confusing anymore. You're, oh my gosh. So, all right. Now we have all the cards out now, right? The last two cards are the Tower and the Queen of Swords. Your level of intellect is really going to be the next huge blessing for you. The reason why this is a blessing is because now you're switching out from that more empathic energy to more realistic and analytical energy. And to be honest, that always helps us more because we're making head over heart decisions. And when you're doing that, you're thinking of things, how things are going to affect you day to day, affect you in multiple ways, affect you in different areas of your life. And you doing that is literally like, I just heard like ease on down the road, the yellow brick road, the Wiz, the one with Michael Jackson. I just heard that song, and your your intellect increasing and being one of your next huge big blessings is the thing that's gonna lead you to being that boss that you've been wanting, being at the head of your career, being not the one that calls shots in your relationship, but you're going to have things as you need them to be fulfilled within your relationship. When it comes to friendships, you'll be the one taking charge and creating outings, not necessarily all the time, but a majority of the things that you want to do with your friends is going to come into fruition because how structured you'll be, how organized you'll be, the planning that you put into things. Like you're not playing around no more. The tower here is telling me that this is going to happen at an unexpected time for you. Like, yes, we're having this reading and you're listening to it, but at the same time, life happens, everybody lives life day to day, so you're going to be living your life day to day, and you're going to see these things change and evolve more and more as you just get yourself into different zones, but also different environments, different situations. You'll see how different people treat you as well. The way that this next big blessing is going to affect your love life is you pluck for you that are in this. Honestly, if you're in a relationship and you're listening to this for a relationship, think advice, I think it's best to just get a personal reading so you don't get confused and be mad at your partner and everything like that for all the wrong reasons. But for my single people, when it comes to people trying to be in your face and date you, you're gonna vet them much better. You're gonna take your absolute time. You don't care who's impatient, who's doing what, how they're doing it, because you're really thinking about how things are gonna affect you. You're not just people pleasing anymore. You're putting yourself first. This Queen of Swords, people, oh, this the bitter queen. That she is not bitter. She is the type of woman who is like, listen, honey, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Like like the things have to be concrete and make sense for her to be a part of it. Things have to like materialize in a way that makes sense for her. If it doesn't, it's like, yo, what am I even doing here? In your career path, people are going to see, and this is where you're going to really alchemize your energy. People are going to see that you're the type of person that you could be very soft, you can be very caring, you can be empathic, compassionate, pure, genuine towards people, but they're also going to know you're not one to be effed with. You're not the one that people can get over on. You see people for what they are. If you're in a position of management, people are going to know that you're the manager, that you'll take it easy on them. You saw them do something that they weren't supposed to do. But instead of you calling them out on that and blowing up their spot and making their day move slower and whatever, you know the type of person you're dealing with, right? So you let them work through that whole day. Then their last 30 minutes, you tell them, oh, yo, come with me down the hall. Help me bring this box to the middle of the work floor so everybody can start sorting this out, whatever. When you do that with them, right? I'm just giving y'all an example. When you do that with them, while y'all walking down the hallway to go get that box, you telling them, hey, I saw you do X, Y, and Z earlier, right? Don't let me catch you doing that again. I'm letting you slide this one time. This is a warning, but I will write you up. That's a you hindering my job as well as your own by doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're figuring out ways to strategize how you deal with people. And that is a huge blessing, because now in your love life, you'll be way more, I don't want to say boundaryful. That doesn't even make sense. But you'll have way more boundaries with individuals so that they know what you expect from them. Not really expect, but what's your standards, what you're here for, what you're not here for, what you're going for, what you're not going for. Your friends, the ones that you still have and the ones who are coming in, will know what you expect out of the friendship. I think friendships should have expectations. I think all relationships should have expectations, but not entitlement. And there is a difference, right? That's just my opinion. However, in your friendships, you'll have these boundaries with people. You'll have things to where it's like, if I'm the only one reaching out, this isn't a two-way street then. So this is not going to continue this way. If you don't get this together, then you can't ever say I ghosted you as a friend. I tried to speak up to you, you didn't do anything according to what I told you. So now it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing in friendships, because a lot of times we just get into friendships with people without setting a tone. So nobody knows what to expect from the other. Sometimes you're trying to play double dutch with people who want to literally just jump the rope by themselves. That's not a friendship. You're realizing this about certain people. You're making your cuts. You're making your list and you're checking it twice. That's for your friendships. And your money and wealth, you're getting way more structured. You're figuring out how to save your money. You're figuring out what are the things that make sense to be in your budget and what doesn't make sense. You're planning out all your expenses as well, and this is going to help you in a major way, because now all of those impulse buys that you were making, or for being emotional, you're not doing that no more. You're cutting that out. Now everything has to make sense. Things are being logical. All those extra Amazon runs, not runs, but all those extra Amazon purchases, that's getting cut out. All these extra streaming services or anything that's like reoccurring are getting cut out if you see that you're not even using them every month, right? That's a benefit. You're going to save more money now from doing that. You're going to be more organized financially now from doing that. And now you're going to be able to afford the extra things that you actually want to, instead of having to be so tight, not nipped or lipped, but be so tight with your pennies, with your coins, to do all those small excursions that you want to. When it comes to your love life, you're putting down boundaries. When it comes to your environment, people are respecting you more for the way that you're carrying yourself. And this in turn is going to make it easier to communicate with people. Excuse me. It's going to make it easier to communicate with people. Your personality, it's still gonna be warm. It's still gonna be fuzzy. It's still gonna be cozy. But now it's like it's cozy with a splash of don't play with it. Like on your Lola Brooke, do not play with it. Make sure that you understand who you're dealing with. Like, don't ever get it confused that I'm just this emotional person and I don't have boundaries, or I'm this very nice person and I don't have limits. I have my limits, I have my boundaries. And that's changing your personality and blessing your personality, because it's allowing you to choose the things that you want in your life and just not settle for things that you want in your life. Um, that's your next big blessing, like just being more of an assertive person, being more of a forthright person. Your light will always shine through in every and anything that you do. Now even more so in the fact of you really wanting to get the most out of life. Like the sun card being right next to the dream card, to me just says this is a person that wants to get the most out of life. They're utilizing all their beginning stages and phases as a way to persevere and push forward. With that Nine of Cups on the side for the from the Oracle deck, it just shows me that all of your wishes will be met when you allow this blessing to come in and sweep clean your life. Like I just get like future feds to the sweep. Like literally that's what the divine is doing, is sweeping up and cleaning up all the things in your life that weren't serving you, and tightening up on the things that'll help you progress more. I hope that made sense for what your next big blessing is going to be. I think just being more of an assertive and organized person is a blessing in so many ways. People don't look at it as that, but it is for sure that. Leaving behind people, it may hurt at the time of, when it happens, but I just always feel like it's such a blessing because so many times people just be in the way. So the best way for you to handle this blessing, have integrity. Integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. So that is the best way for you to handle this next blessing. Have integrity. Have the thing that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people do not have value systems and morality that actually helps themselves and humanity that they come across. So you having this integrity will definitely add such a flair, such a light-hearted, angelic vibe to this next blessing without you being able to get stepped and walked all over. And that's basically the next big blessing. Not getting stepped all over, not getting walked all over, not people pleasing, choosing yourself, choosing the things that actually serve you, choosing the people that celebrate you and big you up and make you feel seen, loved, and covered and protected, as well as career choices that make you feel covered, seen, protected, elevated. You understand? And these things all are going to balance out and be the absolute best thing for you at this time. I am so happy for you, Pile Ones. This camera did not look good the whole time. I'm so sorry, y'all. But hopefully y'all received that message well. I'm very appreciative of you. Thank you so much, my honeys. If you want a personal reading, I am open up to that. But you have a good one. We're gonna get ready for the next pile. Bye, my honeys. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. My pal twos, how you doing, my honeys? How y'all doing? Okay, so we're gonna be very I don't want to say ghetto, but we're gonna be very straightforward with these readings, y'all. So this is pal two. Pal two. I'm doing my best to start putting the timestamps in. So this is the same card that we had as the thumbnail. It is fertility. This is an oracle deck, and this oracle deck, this is the Empress card, right? Yeah, right. So since this is fertility, your next big blessing will come from something that you are growing, something that you're nurturing. Even if it's something as small as a new personality trait or habit, that is a part of your next big blessing. Your next big blessing will also come into how you look. Your looks are elevating. You're becoming way more attractive, and it's more to do with how you carry yourself and the things that you're paying attention to, more so than just your boobs sitting up higher, your muscles getting stronger for whatever gender you are and whatever your body makeup is showing, right? Also, your creativity levels are increasing. You're now realizing the things that you want to pour more into, the projects that you want to start, and how well you're able to finagle and do that with your levels of creativity increasing and getting more strong every day. Your cooking skills, I just got too. Y'all cooking skills is elevating. That is a huge blessing, especially for the people that like to eat but don't feel like you can accomplish the good meals that you like to enjoy. That is changing for you. That is a part of your next big blessing. Your next big blessing also will come from someone spoiling you or you making people feel spoiled simply by your presence, with how you treat people, with how you care for them, with how you tend to them. I love that for y'all, pal twos. Oh, it bothers me when my cards aren't straight. So the next card we have for a party and next big blessing is patience and planning. So I think all of the projects that I was just talking about, all of the good looks, all of the cooking, all of that came and will come from you having patience and planning. And that doesn't necessarily I know patience is such an annoying word for some of us because we really just don't have patience, right? But at the same time, when you experience delayed gratification, when you really peel back the layers, on the impatient people I'm talking to right now, when you peel back the layers of delayed gratification and you just really analyze how hard you've been grinding to achieve a goal or just to achieve a certain something, you'll really start tapping into how important it is to do that more often. And that to me is an act of God. Like that's God talking to you, that's God working through you. When you're able to be patient, stay down, get planning going, execute well, like that is, listen, such an underrated situation, underrated thing to do and have going on in your life. So those are the oracle cards I have for my group twos. Now we have the angel wisdom deck. Let's see what's here. Ooh, big part of your next blessing also too is going to be how you articulate things. You're not you're going to articulate things very well, very concisely, straightforward, sharp. Your intellect is going to increase a whole lot from you reading more, but really you spending time with yourself. You spending time with yourself, planning, and patience. This is another card of planning. You planning things, you making sure that you make your list, you check them twice. I keep saying that today. Why am I in such like a Christmassy song mood? A lot of the projects that you all are brewing up are good ideas, actually. Like they're great ideas. You taking the time to plan for them now are gonna be the thing that separates you and really pushes you forward. It is hilarious how you have four wand cards. Y'all have a lot of action coming in for you as well for your next big blessing. Your next big blessing will also come from you speaking lighter to people, you finding ways to be more flirty. Yes, you're going to be very straightforward with that Ace of Swords being there, but me seeing the Page of Wands here means being more lighthearted in the way that you speak to people. Let's see what this says on the bottom of this card so we can get more insight. It says enthusiastic, creative, impatient. So funny we have patience and planning. Impatient, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Finish what you start. A lot of y'all are realizing that you need this patience and you need this planning in your next big blessing in order for you to make projects and site like anything that you started already and it's still not done or still not where you want it to be. You're taking heed and taking, what's the word I'm looking for? You're taking the stock or inventory on the fact that it's like, I need to work on I need to work on actually completing what I already have going on versus starting something new. And with the Seven of Wands here, you're just being way more of people are respecting how you're going about doing things more going forward, but really you're standing like 10 toes on your new creativity. You're standing 10 toes on the things that you believe in when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your projects, when it comes to your career field. You're literally on some, like, I don't care that nobody else did this before. This is the vision I see, and this is going to come alive. Whether you believe it or not, this is the steps I'm taking. It's going to happen. And when it happens, I'm not even going to say I told you so, but I'm going to let you. I'm gonna let you see it for what it is. Like I'm not even gonna rub it in your face because it like I just believe in myself so heavy that there's no way that what you're saying is gonna penetrate, is going to change anything. Like you're really like not playing. Like I get, right? And you're blocking a lot of people. You're blocking people off your phone, off your social media that are coming into contact with you that are actually hindering you having this brand new beginning, having this brand new burst of energy. You're blocking people that just want you because you're attractive to them. That does not matter to you at this time in your life. You're more so concerned with the ones that run or own a business. You all are more concerned with increasing your revenue. You're more concerned with the friends that you do have that are true and blue, like true friends. You're concerned with building more on those friendships. If you are currently in a partnership, in a romantic relationship, that is getting much more stronger because you're learning to flirt more with your partner. You're learning to stand up for yourself more. The things that you maybe have brushed over in the past, you're realizing that, yes, you can bring it up, but it's just how you bring it up. And you're doing this in a very creative way. Like maybe you're figuring out that your partner is more receptive to you after you cook them a meal, right? And that's just an example, but you're realizing you have to utilize this creative energy in multiple ways in your life in order to bring about the results, the people, the places, and the things um, that truly. Oh shoot! I didn't even realize patience and planning. This is the same card, y'all. So you got the Seven of Wands 2 times. Wow, that just came to me. Wow, and that's just reiterating that same saying that patience and planning is very, very, very important to you at this time, and I agree. But yeah, you're realizing that you can speak to your partner in a way that they'll understand when you not gloss it over or like fluff them up or anything like that, but just give them the free space to understand where you're coming from, right? A lot of you also are picking up a new hobby, and this will be a huge blessing because it's going to allot you the time to yourself that gives you the clear mind to then plan, to then be patient, right? A lot of times when we're impatient, it's because we literally have no desire to even think about other factors or other reasons why things are slowed up for us. Now, when things slow up for me, I'm always like, okay, so what was I going too hard on? Like, what did I need to break from? What did I need to change up that I was doing in a sense of like moving too fast or doing things too swiftly and potentially burning myself out, right? So maybe that's a mindset that some of you will inherit. But really and truly, even if you don't inherit that mindset, you simply having the understanding that everything has a time and a place is something that's going to greatly help you in this next big blessing. Your your next blessing is going to change how you actually take action on things, how you go about maneuvering through situations with people that require action from you. This next big blessing will allow you to be more assertive in your life, to stand up for yourself more. It will allow your creativity to soar freely. It will allow you to see how well you're able to plan and execute and how beneficial it is to your actual life. This is affecting your personality in a way of you finagling and finessing how to handle people more, right? Like there's a book called Influencing People, Influencing Friends, and something like that, right? And I don't think I actually read the book, but I believe I listened to a part of the audio book. I forget why I'm even mentioning this, but right. But I believe like reading those types of books for y'all at this time will definitely help you. And that's strictly and simply off the strength of you having these times, these moments where you're truly going to have to stand up for yourself, but find ways to get creative about how it goes. So we're going to pull more. Okay, so now we got the Queen of Cups. We got the Eight of Cups. That's working on your intuition, working on your good looks. Ooh, we got the Queen of Coins as coins as well. We got the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I love this. Then we have the Page of Wands. That's the second time. And we have the Emperor. Ooh, okay. So, yes, I'm getting strongly that a lot of you are realizing what role you've been playing in a lot of your relationships in your life and how they've affected you in different ways. The Queen of Cups being right next to the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're working on getting more masterful with your emotions, realizing that not all the time people need to see your reaction to things, not realizing, that's not what I meant to say. Realizing how well you're able to, excuse me, y'all, Still working on this nasty whatever. But yeah, the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles is to me a way of seeing and understanding that yes, I have an intuition. Yes, I'm an emotional being, right? But I don't always need to lash out every single time that things don't go my way. And it's not only just that simple, it's more so in a sense of saying to yourself that, you know what? Is this even worth my energy right now? Like you just having those moments like that are a part of you working on yourself, are a part of you being a better you. Because we can all have days and times where it's like, yo, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to deal. But you're realizing, even in those moments when you don't feel up to it, you're like, you know, I'm gonna crack some jokes. I'm gonna make this time go by faster by being lighthearted and the light life of the party with people just so that they feel more comfortable and as I will, you know, and then they become more open with me. And when people have conversation with you, I just feel like time flies by. I see y'all being at like this party or kickback where it's like one of your friends threw it and yes, you know some of the people there, but ultimately you're like, I don't know how many people I'm gonna know there. I don't know if I should go. I don't know how things are gonna be. And you end up being like a smash hit at the party. And that's a part of you taking on this creative energy and making it the most out of your actual energy. Then second, we have the Queen of Coins and the Four of Wands. You'll be taking so much better care of yourself that your foundation will be so hardy and so fulfilled by yourself. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I'm very happy at what I'm seeing in the spread about y'all next blessing. Then you have the Page of Wands right next to the Emperor. To me, that's saying that maybe somebody younger in your life that has a lot of poise, that has a lot of that what is that? I don't remember. So yeah, with the Page of Wands coming out with the Emperor card is always like get your ish together card for me. But it's also a card of saying like I have structure, I have stability, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to physically get up to go to work because I figured out what works for me and how to get it going without me having to physically go to work. So you're realizing that you can make and do so much more simply by talking to people. Like it's always that vibe of it's not what you know, it's who you know. You networking will bring you about the amazing um the amazing steps or just oh yeah, wow. I just got like a download. Um the Emperor card being here is telling you to really clean house, like really get things in order and get things together in order for all these other cards to fully manifest. Like, yes, they're coming in, these manifestations, they're working out, they're doing what they need to do, but you really still have to meet the universe and God halfway. You have to do the inner work for yourself in order to really reap the benefits of this next blessing. The next blessing is on its way. You've been working diligently. I see that with this Eight of Pentacles. But the Page of Wands coming out with the Emperor just tells me that a lot of time you're gonna have to deal with okay. You're gonna have to deal with people that may want to be the head of the ship, but they may not have the credentials, the background, the what's the word? Uh, yeah, I think that's that's a good interpretation. And you are realizing that if you all run a business or if you want to start your own business, you're realizing that you working on your emotions and how you feel about things is going to come across beautifully within business because if you're not right, how can your business be right? That's a rule of thumb I live by. With the Page of Wands, you're realizing that you can give directions, you can be the leader, but still talk to people with dignity and respect. You don't have to downplay anybody. You don't have to front on them. You don't have to boss them around or get crazy with them. They're going to respect the things that you have to say simply because of how well you assert yourself, but also how you carry yourself, the things that other people have seen you do. They actually have seen you put that work in to become the person that you are today. And if anybody has, something to second guess, come send them my way. I'm gonna get them right for you. No, I'm just playing. But all of that is a huge part of your next blessing. That is your next blessing. Your next blessing will be of growth. Your next blessing will be of speaking more clearly, speaking nicer, speaking more flirty. You are beating out the competition in your next blessing. You're standing up for yourself in your next blessing. Your levels of creativity, of illumination on the path, on the things that truly and really path me that your path has led you onto is very, very interesting. Excuse me, y'all. And your looks are increasing. You're getting way more focused. You're getting way more. Okay, another thing I got with the Eight of Pentacles, some of you are going to the gym and you're taking much better care of yourself. And this is leading to you just having a way more solid foundation with someone because they've seen you work really hard. I don't, maybe some of y'all go to the gym and there's people at the gym that have been eyeing you. Maybe they are very interested and they want to like date you or whatever. Okay. But, I think that shows a whole lot of um, it shows a whole lot of passion and wherewithal for yourself. So quickly, I'm gonna run down how this is gonna affect your wealth. So within wealth, money, and career, your next big blessing is going to affect it by you utilizing your creativity more to bring about blessings, but also you taking better care of yourself through the finances you're coming into with your next big blessing. This will affect your love life because you'll be way more attractive. People or your partner will find it that they should and will take you much more seriously because you're able to show that you care for yourself and show that I don't want to say that you're not afraid to talk about the things that make people uncomfortable, but you're not afraid to basically stand up for yourself, and sometimes that can be our detriment in relationships. With your environment, you're becoming more of a balanced feminine energy. You're becoming someone who has the realistic mindset, but also knows how to utilize their emotions to get the most out of situations, whether that be being really happy when you see people or do things, or just really and truly like, mm, not, let's see. Let's see. Well, I think that's what I got. Yeah, for that part. And this will affect your personality because you're just going to be a fireball. You're going to be a ball of energy. You're going to be bouncing off the walls. You're going to be so excited to get projects and situations and things done that people aren't going to really know how to handle you. They're going to feel like they just have to get out your way or bow down and kiss the ring. Hate to make it sound like that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to pull a quick little card from the Power of Love deck. And this is just to tell you how to best handle this next blessing coming into your life. What is the best way for my pal number twos to handle this next blessing? So it says ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. Wow, that's crazy. I could have sworn I just said something about that, right? So that's just a reiteration of it. And with this ownership card, I think that you fully standing, ugh, I keep saying the same type of words. You standing in your power. You standing 10 toes on a person that you're looking to become, that is actually helping you become a better person, is the best way for you to forge ahead and not get too much in the muddled or murky waters in regards to their kids and their activities, because it's not okay for me to like just, not just me, but for all of us to just look at things in a one sided mindset or view We literally have to be objective, but still take heed, still take inventory and stock on the things that we can be way more accountable with. And I feel like that for y'all. I don't feel like there's any resistance to y'all becoming more accountable within this next big blessing in your life. And for that, I'm very happy for you. And that is all I have for my pal twos. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. I do offer personal readings at this time. You can always contact me. The information will be in the description box. If you have any ideas on the next pick a card reading, always put it in the comments. I'm always happy here to talk to y'all, chop it up with y'all if ever y'all decide to comment. But subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Thank you so much. I hope this helped. Bye bye.